trip to New Orleans in Super Bowl 58. We are ready to rock in the AFC Championship game.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw.
This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw. 3rd down, sometimes just try to find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And it's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line.
And the ball is free. Taylor lost it.
And this is picked up by the Browns. There he goes left side. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. And on a stage of this magnitude, the conference championship, so many early game jitters can happen, so that scores a big relief to a coach.
Yeah, no one wants to mention that in the locker room before the game. No one says, hey, listen, don't fumble or don't do this because you don't want negative thoughts. That's why getting off to a good start is so huge for everyone. The first score in the conference title game, massive.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's not just the offensive linemen and the guys charged with protecting him that take it personally. When the franchise quarterback is dropped on the ground, it runs through the whole organization from the owner all the way down.
It's like every single time he goes down, everyone holds their breath.
Not only do they hold their breath, but they feel the hit as well. They're just trying to think of ways for it not to happen again.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And points result, we'll call this play significant.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Second and 11.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He'll drop to throw.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Back to throw.
Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
A gain of 2 on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Steps away to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
On the draw is Taylor.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Browns are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercepted. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
They run again on first down. Chubb
Down to the 41.
after one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And again, it's Chubb. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Don't forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Now Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns. York able to send this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there. All the things that have gone on, and the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw here.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
The Ravens on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
18 Cardinal.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
Right back to Pitts again.
And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 1st and 10, Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Paris Campbell, 35 yards.
And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You can go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Come on.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Back to throw here.
They'll get that one to Taylor, complete.
7 yards there on a 1st down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5 now. Watson over the middle, hauled in by Shark.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play.
A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Watson off play action.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So that challenge, a successful one.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just
you
called
can
it.
go.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it. You mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
But that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
Ready up.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
A great effort there. 26 yards.
And the Ravens are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Tucker with the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And Shark calls it in. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Out of the gun, Watson.
They're trying to find Shark, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
So first thing crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for 3rd and long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw, Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. 36 yards. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
AFC Championship tilt, 3rd quarter of play. This is 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A 1st down and then some, 36 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
18-11.
Back to throw again.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Picked up by Denzel Ward.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
After the interception, here's Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Browns continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is now 24. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
Fair catch. Made over 25-yard line. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
18, 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Taylor.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They go play action here on first down.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
We're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Broncos switch, Broncos switch. Panther 11, Panther 11. 79 Broncos. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts.
And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up fourth down.
Ready. Mustang 19. Buffalo 18.
They're going to try and throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They go up the middle with Chubb, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Final minute now in the 3rd quarter.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 42-yard line.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
And the Browns first down.
1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
First down,
And Chubb will try the middle here. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Off of play action, it's Watson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Browns are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll drop this down to Taylor, and he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay.
And he loses the football a second time. And this is picked up by the Browns.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Browns drive about to get started.
And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run it.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
York now for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Ravens 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch. Made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
18, Pioneer.
Back to throw here. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews.
On the move past the 40.
It's a big play there for Baltimore. 46 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now he dumps this off over the middle.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
70 Rangers.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Come 19. Pirates. Panther 11.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
Man, you're getting deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level and what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
And he slides to avoid the hit. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
They'll look to throw here on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14. Back to throw now on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Trayvon.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 28 yards.
And the Ravens get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, since this new two-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And Watson's going to throw it here.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Third and long. It's Watson. He's airing it out for Williams. It's caught inside the 25. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
First down,
On first down, Watson forced out to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. But that shouldn't matter a great deal as they still lead by a bundle here. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
The Cleveland Browns are AFC champs. As we say goodnight, everybody.